Okay, getting to a good stopping point now. So my one box I didn't really do that much with. It's a little neater. It's kind of like the medium-sized hooks and stuff for channel cats. I left some junk in the big box, but I threw most of my sinkers in there. These are like the heavier ones generally. I kind of got them sorted. The 5s and 6s are at the bottom there. And the top compartment is the 3 and 4 ounce, which I'll still use. I don't use the 4s a lot. The 3s I use. Here's what my flathead box looks like. Now that looks good. I kind of got the hooks sorted by size there. There's 7/0. On the bottom there's 8/0. Got a nice selection of split shots for rigging. I don't have a lot of barrel swivels. I'm going to get some more. One trick when I'm doing a Carolina rig, it's going to share. Well, if you can see this, it's just a little piece of aquarium tubing, and you can use that as a little bumper when you're rigging with your Carolina rig. You put that through the line, and then when you tie it on your swivel with the sinker below it, that'll keep your, right, kind of like that. That'll keep your sinker from crashing into the knot on the top of the swivel. I don't really tie a lot of those rigs anymore, or at least I'm gonna switch back to them. I think this year because of sinker loss. But I was just losing so many hooks and stuff last year, and if you're just tying directly to the hook and using a split shot, the old-fashioned slip sinker rig, what ends up happening is you'll lose your sinker. If you have a heavier main line, and then you can still use a leader that's like 25 pounds or something, it's just a little lighter than say 30, or if you're using an 80-pound Power Pro, the leader will break off and you keep the sinker and then you just lose the hook. With the price of sinkers anymore, I might as well lose the lose one or the other, but not lose all of it. I guess that's what I'm saying. And this box isn't real well organized. That's really the kind of like pan fishing and bait catching box, which is important. So when I go out catfishing, this is the box that has all the little tiny hooks in it, like the number 8 ones and stuff. And I use those to catch bluegill, chubs, suckers, baby bullheads, green sunfish, and then I use those for bait. I have a few bigger bobbers and stuff in there because you never know. Sometimes you end up, switching things up. I have a few heavier sinkers in there too. But really, that green box, most of the time I take that, I'm just fishing little pieces of night crawler below one of those small slip floats, with a little bit of weight, and then you're catching panfish to use for, live bait later on. That's kind of where I'm at this year. I actually, I have more hooks than I thought. So this is my my assortment of large hooks right now that are in the box. And then I ordered hooks this year. So I have quite a few ready to go Kahle hooks that are 6/0 that I just bought. I have some in the box too. And then Gamakatsus 7/0 octopus hooks, not the circles, the regular ones. And those I actually have enough left of. I want to use my old ones up first since they're, I might, otherwise I'm going to be mixing the brand new sharp hooks in with the older ones, and it's better to use the older ones first. But, and then there's a few other assorted ones in there. There's a couple modified circle hooks I see. I think there's a few Eagle Claw wide gap in there that I had from before, like the 4/0, 5/0 wide gap. Those are nice for smaller baits, but really for a good sized bluegill, I generally go with the 7/0 or 8/0, or like a 6/0 Kahle is about the same size gap. It's like an 8/0 octopus, so definitely good sized hooks for good sized baits.